Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Football Manager 2024. So today guys, we are only going to be playing 2 games. I'm saying that now, I'm laying it down. 2 games. And well, actually the first news is that S17E4 is going out on loan, just like he did last season. He's not got a problem with it. I've not got a problem with it. It's a good decision. The reason we are only playing 2 games in today's episode is because the second game is the FA Cup match that we have been kind of thinking about. I've been thinking about. Certainly I have. Because if we can get through another round, not only would it be, I think, the best we've ever done, but we should get significant cash and the chance... I don't know, maybe we've got to a later quality round before. I'm not quite certain. But we would get the chance to host another home game. Now, because we're away in the Vars, I would very much like to get drawn at home in the Cup if we can. But before we go into that, we've got the Camberley game. They're going to play the Gegenpress, so this is going to be an opportunity for us to play our 5-2-1-2 cautious. S17E4 is in there, and we're going to turn, we need to go to floated crosses. We need to do that. We're going to stop playing out defense. We're going to play direct. We're still probably going to overlap. That does make sense. We're going to counter. We're not going to, we're going to do all of that. And that's fine. In fact, it might be an idea to just bring it into the low block, but I don't know if that's too much kind of negative behavior, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not quite certain, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to rotate into a 5-2-1-2 with a bit more kind of a little bit more defensive, I suppose. Not defensive fully, not fully defensive, but kinda. Right, everyone is on... Oh, dang it, even Scott McKay's on heavy. Okay, John Jones, in you go. Takeda's deep line, that's fine. John Jones, you don't have the strength, do you? You're at 3. Jumping reach is awful. That's not particularly good. You know what? Oh, dang it, McIntyre's injured as well from that reserves game. You know what? I think it's going to have to be Scott McKay, and we're just going to have to accept that he's not going to be fully rested for the FA Cup game. But Ricky May can't really be sacrificed, can't really be playing. Okay, so Melbourne, in you go. North, Boulay. Look at that defensive trio. Look at that. I love that. Okay, Sky, let's put you down into the reserves just so you can kind of get out of my thinking. Abdullah's on medium. You know what, McElhenney, you can go in because I think I'd probably prefer North being available if possible. Boulay is the same kind of situation, really. Okay, so where is Stefan Clark? Where are you? There you are. He's on heavy, which is curious. Do I have another goalie? I do. Blair Wallace, you're my sub 1 now. Has he played? No, he hasn't even played. But he's my sub. Blaney Brom. Yeah, Blaney Brom, Connell Jones, and then John Jones. And that is the lineup. Okay. Want me to go very attacking? Like, if they are going to gegenpress... We're trying to hit on the break. I don't know. I just don't know fully, really, what the best idea is. I do follow the, people leave comments and they say, don't be playing possession-based football when the opposition is going to be pressing you. You don't want to be inviting that kind of trouble. So we're not going to do that. We're going to play on the counter. We're going to try and hit teams quickly. And, oh, Terrace, that's a bad... Oh, God. But did you need to do that? That was... That, in terms of, like, it's a 50-50. No, that was more likely to go in than not. Which is ridiculous that they've missed that. How have they missed that? I do not know. Okay, so we are well aware that we're going to be under pressure for portions of this game. Maybe it'd be a better idea when we are on... If we are going to play against the Gegenpress, maybe the... I've dropped my pencil! Maybe the 4-3-3 is the better option. Just because we can then attack with the wingers, counter-attack with the wingers, and then kind of try and get the crosses in, basically. See, this is what I don't like. We're still kind of passing it around the back. We've got to move this forward. There we go. Makaleni, Terrace. And now there's got to be a pass over the top. There we go. I mean, McKay and Takeda aren't really the type to be making those runs in behind. And then Terrace has just been bullied off that. It's hit the bar and goes away, but... Yeah, see, that's a little bit of an issue of both of these guys. They're not really the type to run in behind. So I'm just going to make that early change and say, Jones, maybe you've got a better chance of it. I'm not sure. Let's just quickly check. Yeah, Jones. Yeah, there we go. John Jones, the Martian Manhunter himself, is the counter-attack player that we want to be using, I think. I think it makes more sense. Yeah, force him wide then. Force him away. That's a lot of space. That's a lot of space. What is happening there with Hillier and Melbourne? I need to know where they are, because that is exactly the area they should be marshalling. Really? But now you see, McKay's not here for the corners, which is difficult. I mean, Bambrick can header corners all day long as well. That's not a problem. Yeah, well done. Oh! That's unlucky. That's straight up lucky. Yeah, look, they got lucky. That's fine. What the heck is that, Chadwick? Oh, penalty. Oh, maybe that's the lifeline. Oh, keeper's gone the right way, but we do go back to 2-1. Mile Hillier makes it 2-1. Okay, good. How was the keeper close or... Yes, the keeper was close. Okay, back to 2-1. A quick check on... Yeah, see, they're not really... I think we're a little bit far back. You know what? I think we're a little bit far back. I think we're better than that. It's almost as if, like... They are happy just keeping us at a distance. Just like... You know, like we're trying to play that counter-attack. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. We reckon we can deal with that. I mean, look how direct they've just gone there. That's outrageously direct. They've literally just gone one pass over the top. And our centre-backs have gone, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's all right. It's not all right. Okay. Connell Jones, in you go. We're going to have to step up a bit here. Yeah. Not really much happening. Blaney Brom comes in. We're going to add another attacker to the party. There's not really much else we can do. See, that's just not a good ball. We win that first ball, don't win the second ball. Okay. The gegenpress is our undoing. Maybe I shouldn't have changed it. Maybe I shouldn't have said, yeah, we're going to play cautious. But even then, like, we've gone more balanced. We've kind of... Jones is having a bad game. He's conceded 4. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, what is that? Like, you know what? I don't even want to see. What is that? That is ridiculous. We've got a throw, and you've got someone you could literally throw the ball to throw it to them. Ridiculous. I'm not impressed with that. And we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose our first league game of the season. And we kind of got no one, like, I don't have any issues with the game or anything like that. We've just played absolutely rubbish. You know, we scored via penalty. They've scored 4. Even when we had a bit of momentum, didn't really do much with it. We just played bad. Maybe they're tired. Maybe that's what it is. Wow. A bit of a thumping. A bit of a thumping. Okay, so that did not work. Playing our cautious, trying to play on the counter, did not work. So maybe we have to do something along the lines of play on the counter, but with positivity. Kind of in the way of, don't be scared of the gegenpress, even though I am. And I have every right to be, judging by the results. But yeah, maybe that's what we got to try next time out. Or something. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Next up, they play control possession. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, like I say, I can't really be too mad about that loss because we played awfully. We played terribly. So, let's bounce back. Let's go with our middle of the line. So Ricky May is going to play like that. Takeda, you can have a rest because you had an awful game. Chadwick, Woods, Hillier, Melbourne. I'm okay with that. It's not so bad. In fact, I kind of want to get Dimitriou in there, so I'm going to rotate like that. J. Dimitriou, there you go. Terrace Bambrook, I'm fine with that. Boulay North, I'm fine with that. That should be the way they swap around. 4-1-2-1-2 balance. They're going to play out from the back. We're going to press them relatively high up the pitch. I'm going to tell them to trigger that press a little bit more. In fact, no, just go to our 4-1-2-1-2 positive, and they should do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. We had a great episode last time out. We just won easy games. This episode, we've started with a little bit of adversity. Let's go and win this cup game, bounce back, keep our FA Cup run going, and yeah, try and instantly respond to a bad performance. Because it was a bad performance. It was not good. It's like he can hear me. It's like he can hear me. That should have gone in. What does that mean? That conditioning, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Although Chadwick already creating that kind of clear-cut opportunity means he's at a 7.0 straight away. Whips this in. McKay jumps, won't go. McKay picks up. Again, Chadwick out wide. Hillier, pass it off. Terrace into the danger zone. Shoots himself off the bar. Lynn clears. North picks up. Heads it nowhere. Why would you do that rather than just control the ball? You Wally. You compass point Wally. Right, good start nonetheless. I'm going to give an encourage because they've started very well and I'm happy with that. But I would like a goal, please. Okay, yeah, it's a fair start. It is a fair start. With enough of the possession that I'm kind of happy with how things are going. 60%. They haven't got a shot on target. Their XG is pretty low. But we are having shots. Oh, here we go. Do not concede from a cross back post. I'll be so mad. Okay, fine. The assistant manager says, let's work that ball into the box and try and create a slightly better opportunity than we've been doing. Even though we haven't got shoot on sight on, so bit of a weird one there. Well done. Well recovered. Okay, yeah, probably get rid of it and get yourself back in position. Yeah. Oh, it's a great ball. Ah, see, that's what I mean. If McKay is there on the end of that pass, maybe he gets the it goes in. Maybe he scores it. But oh yes, no, Chadwick, calm down, buddy. Oh, it's a good ball. I think it's offside. I don't think that's counting. Yeah. Okay, you know what we're going to do in this second half? We're going to go and hit him where it hurts. To be fair, though, Dimitriou's not really had the kind of not really had the role that he would like, so I can't really blame him for not having as much of an impact. What on Jones? Terrace off your calm as well. Evans goes in. What are we doing? We're sending it long or what? Yeah, we are. No, that's a really bad freaking goal kick. You're not even aiming at our target forward there. You've just invited pressure. You've just invited pressure. That's all you've done by just walloping that ball to no one. Okay, I don't really think it's working in the way I wanted it to. So, kind of rotate back into our standard. Um, How wide it goes, please. Yep. Boulay, run into space. McKay. McKay. What happened there? It's rolled in just before I bring him off. No, sorry, I bring Ricky May off. How was that gone in? That is an odd one. Was he onside? He was. That was weird. That was odd. Okay, I'm going to praise the team. I'm going to drop us onto a balanced. Come on, we can do this. Just take the 1-0. We've not played particularly well. But 15 minutes to go. Plus change. They've had one shot on target. So even though they definitely should have scored maybe a couple of chances, we're seeing them off at the end here. Yeah, in really good fashion. Just rotating back into that kind of control. Yep, off you come, lad. And Takeda. Oh, I guess you can't really drop back any further, can you? I guess you can. You can kind of rotate a little bit like that. Still kind of in the diamond, but not really. I think that's offside again. It is. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling that run beyond was just way too far ahead in so much space that it felt like it had to be. I suppose they might feel a little bit hard done by here, but I have still produced more shots on target, fouled less, had more possession, completed more passes. So even though they've come on and they've had a better XG and they've had their goals disallowed or whatever, we take a frickin' win in the cup. We keep going. We march on. The green battle. We have won it this time. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the draw and we're going to see if we are at home for the next match as well. I'm still a little bit kind of annoyed at that loss that we just suffered in the league, but it does also kind of get that kind of, oh, are we going to lose in the league? Yes, we are, because we have. We received 2.29 just for getting through. This is what I mean, just for getting through. We're gaining. Look at that. We're almost a 10k profit this year. Keep it going. I really want to be in the positive this year. I want to have a good year. And of course, I still want to get promoted. I do, like, that is... It is, think about it. Business-wise, football, sport, business-wise, some teams will say, look, we're not going to do this week because this year we're going to try and do this instead or whatever. We're going for a season where we want to do well money-wise, but we also want to make sure 183 teams left. We want to make sure we get promoted as well. Nothing yet. Oh, there we are. We're up against Dorking. Vanarama South. National South. Wow, so what division is that? What level is that? That is 156. And they're struggling in that division. And our division is 230. Goodness me. And we're away. But they've got a capacity of 4,000. We've got a capacity of 1.4. So our away fans should still kind of be able to make a good amount of money there. Interesting. Interesting. We will have a chance. That goes without saying. In fact, it looks like that game is literally, like, not far away. It's not. So we've got... Let's take a look at the calendar real quick. We've got... a week before our league game. That's fine. And then another league game, and then the cup. That is... Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm saying this now. What I'm going to do is I am going to fully try and win this game against Dorking. I want to go one more level in the league, one more step. In the cup, not in the league, in the cup. But the longer we go, the more we go in the cup, the more we are like, and the Vars, the more we are like to struggle with fatigue and fitness and match load in the league. Which means that getting promoted is just going to be that little bit more difficult. Which we don't really want. So, if we beat Dorking and we get drawn against a team that is, again, significantly better than us, we might just have to kind of say, we've made it far enough. If we lose to Dorking, it is what it is. And then, honestly, I think I'll be treating the Vars in the exact same way. In the way of, if we win matches and we get money from it, perfect. That's grand. But we've won a couple of cup games now. We've done well. We've performed well. We're probably one of the only teams at our level kind of still in the cup. If we actually, like, check that. Yeah, there's Rayners Lane. They're still going. They're going against Dagenham and Redbridge. There's a couple. There's one. There's Windsor. They're still in. They're up against Folkestone. Is there more? Yeah, I mean, so Wapping or Wapping, I'm not sure. Bryden Ropes are still going. They're up against Averley. And then Leatherhead against Cashoughton. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Oh, look at that. See, that's lucky. You're up against a team in our same level. And then Ashford, brackets, Middlesex. So there's literally like, what? A handful of teams from our level still there. And then Southern League Premier South is the next one above. Regional Premier Divisions when we are in county leagues. So... yeah, then you've got, what, Western League Premier Division, that's County League as well. Okay, so there are some other leagues still in there. But then you've got those regional first. That's Isthmian League, yeah, makes sense. Northern Premier League, Wessex League Premier, that's a county one, interesting. Lymington or Lymington, not sure. So there are still teams from our level. But, you know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Right, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Next time out, we will play 3 games. It will be Cray Valley. Then it will be Rains Park, I think. I can't remember. But this game off to the right here is Rains Park. I think it is. And then we'll finish off next episode with another FA Cup match. Let's see. It's Rayners Lane. It's not Rains Park. It's Rayners Lane. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We're in 5th in the league. That's pretty dang good, but we did take a bit of a beating. We've bounced back. We won our cup game. We'll keep going. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.